That's slow. A little quicker. Turbo strobe. I don't like the strobe lights. No. That makes people's brains stop. Let's talk about how we feel about things. K-Mom, how do we look? Do we have presentable? I'm back to the turtle. Standing turtles don't run. My other turtle broke. My jade turtle necklace broke, so till I find a little something to put it on. Maybe I wish I could find leather, just as freaking like a leather. The shoelace. I just put a bunch of stuff on my leather shoelace, and then it won't break. So I'm just hanging out by myself with my mom on the internet. There's so much stuff going on around the realms, the earthly realms. Some young woman died. Everybody's sad about it. I mean, it's a sad story because it's the same story that gets told over and over and over again. Yeah, when men hate the femininity, they want to kill it, even in them. And when they see the goodness reflected in something else and they don't want it, they get rid of it. And that young girl, I wasn't really on her radar. She wasn't on my radar much because she was so much younger than me, and I didn't realize how many shows I watched when I was a kid that she was in it. Like, I remember that Remember the Titans movie. I saw it one time back when it came out because I went along to get along to go along to get along, and I did for years until I started figuring out the stuff people wanted me to go along with is just dumb. You want me to what? Come again? You want me to what? So I did watch that show Heroes. I was so disappointed in like how they wrapped it up that I wasn't into it. Why is this song? My ex-girlfriend, I'm happy for her. She finally found her lobster, and it wasn't me. And she's getting married this week. Yeah. And I thought about sending a big old huge bouquet to her venue because I'm happy for her. I legitimately I am, you know. I always just, the whole thing, don't date your friends. I would rather just be celibate for the rest of my life than ever lose a friend again just because you screwed up with getting into a relationship. So her son wrote this song. And this is the second time it's come across me today. It's a cool ass song. Dummy Head Torpedo was her son's, I guess they still get together and jam in Omaha. So, people are better off without me. I see how much lives they're getting, better their lives get when I'm out of it. So I try not to protest too much. When people are like, I'm leaving, I just let them go because I know that you don't want to be here with me. So go out there and make your life all the way better. And they do. Which works out because we need less people on the planet that are angry. I was one of the mad ones. Oh, Marge is mad again. And I'm like, I'm not mad, I'm frustrated. I don't understand how this is the way people make things when it could be this way. Like the United States is dissolving right now, and I was back in the military long time ago, back in 2000 to 06, and I mean, I was on like a high profile, but it's all acting. It's all acting. They're acting like they're protecting us, but they take all of our money and rob us blind. And then all the people that need help don't get it because why? The people that have the resources to help, they don't feel like it. You want to know why? Because people that have never suffered, they don't know what it feels like. And then you got all these narcissists and soulless and demons and all these other wicked heart-minded people out there. Beings, I use the term people loosely. Beings. Because there's a lot of people have a lot of negative attachments out there causing harm because it gets their little rocks off. It makes them feel like important and stuff. I used to be like them. You know what brought me to my knees? You know what? It's like, Marge, it's not your problem. What got me there is losing my dear sweet dogs. They all died in 11 months. And I put all the love that I have into me because of Cancer Rising into them, and then I didn't have any place to put it. Don't tell people, don't tell me what to do. You don't tell people to calm down. That's stupid. You know why people get butt cancer? Because they're acting like everything's okay all the time. Chris, it's always some D-bag named Chris. Calm down, you're too emotional. You know why? Because I'm a human being, and humans have emotions. You know who doesn't have emotions? Little boys that need little blue pills to be men. Because we're at the statistic, ladies. 1 in 5 need a little blue pill to be a man. They can't be men of them by themselves. They can't go out and just be a man. Because the definition of what it is to be a man has been warped. They're supposed to go over there and kill for a thrill. And now they're on a little blue pill. I went to war. I was on Crete, but with all your dads and uncles. So when they cry about, what I did over there, yeah, you kill people for a paycheck. You sold out. I did too. I sold out for a college degree. And we bombed Baghdad on my 29th birthday, my Saturn return. And they always feel so bad about the men. Oh, the men of war. You guys just don't get it. There's a lot of women out there that were just like, oh, well, just we're shit. We get to suck up because we get to suck up a bunch of shit once a month for years and years. We're just the breeders. We're just the people that perpetuate life, I mean, they keep trying to play God and figure out how to create life. But you can't do that from a destructive state. So they're just warped. They're nepo kids that got their way. I made this new meme. I'm gonna put it on my thumbnail. It says Washington, D.C. and Hollywood both exist to create the contrived reality. And people eat it up. I can't go. I gotta sit here and watch football season. Football season's coming up. How many hours are gonna be wasted in the no play space of the commentary of the sportscasters and the background of sports are so underwhelming, and it's this loose suck. It's like, make them do sports and they'll do nothing useful. Give them shows and nothing useful will be done. There's a storyline that you're supposed to go to school, get married, find someone of the opposite sex of you, and then you're supposed to work for like 50 years, and then you get to take like a couple years off before you die. And that's the program of what America is, and people went along with it. But ever since we got these little phones, it's connecting people in ways and that don't want to live like that. So we're creating a different world where we don't want to play your stupid reindeer games. It's called the circumvent. Agency is welfare for the employees. It has nothing to do with helping any constituents. I live in New Mexico. New Mexico is the #1 state in complacency to Epstein. They were his biggest benefactor here. They helped him out more than anybody else. They don't even feel bad. You know why? They don't give a shit. Because they got fucking car shows every weekend. And soon there's going to be hot air balloons. Because that's where their mentality is. That's where the Taos hum comes from. Born and raised. Every town has a low vibrational hum. It's all that noise from being inside and all your electronics from being on too much. And when they do go out and do destructive things. It's so sad. It's so sad. The little motorcycle gang that lives around here, there's like 3-4 motorcycles. Evidently school's back, so there's just the lonely rider. Evidently the kid dropped out, has nothing to do but ride around freaking Talpa and Ranchos de Taos by himself because his friends have better things to do on his little bike. Give people more useful things to do and they'll do useful things. It's not that I don't think that people have the capacity. I just think that there's too many gatekeepers. Oh, there's only so many positions to be filled, so we're going to fill them with our cousins. Well, your cousins don't know how to do the job. Why don't you give the position to that other person that's more qualified? Oh, because we don't like them. Oh, it's a job with an outcome. It shouldn't have anything to do with liking. People can't put too much emphasis in liking things. You don't have to like people. You don't have to respect people to get along. All you have to do is have the same desired outcome. And I'm pretty sure, I don't even know if freedom is the desired outcome anymore, because America's a free country and look at where it got us. Look, everybody just goes around and do whatever they want. There is no judicial system. Criminals get out and the people that aren't liked get locked up and stay in. It's really weird. So you got to be careful on planet Earth in 2026. Because you just can't seem to tell who the bad guys are. Now they're doing electric gloves. You know what's funny? I'm a Heyoka. Try that shit with me. Try it with me and see what happens. You know, we are energy. We could freaking reverse polarity our shit on them and just break their shit. I do it every time I go to the grocery store and try to swipe my card. This one guy, man. This one guy, whenever he has, like, people have personality of gnats. They don't have personality. They're like, hello, how are you today? Oh, I see AI lives in you. Because you're already programmed by some artificial thing. You know, running off a script. When people call me from like Oregon, like the VA, like they'll read a script. I say, you're reading a script, huh? Now I gotta start over. Oh, okay. But you're reading a script, right? Like you don't have enough to talk. You don't have enough to be your own person. Like you can't live your life because you have to be something else in order to get money so you can have some sort of a semblance of life that you want to live. Give people free will. What do? Whole bunch of everything's falling apart because people have free will. You notice the more we bomb over there, more United States looks like a war zone. How come people aren't making this correlation? How come they're not putting these together? Luna, did you want to go outside, honey bear? Want to go outside? Oh, I did. I thought I forgot to put the coffee beans in, Mom. Okay. I'm gonna do my own commercial.
Oh, that's nice.
I want to tell people, I just like, there's a whole way to network on this planet without people going broke over it. Like, I got this idea. I've done it too. I practice and then I got to do it later. But like, this coffee is the best coffee that I've ever had. And it's consistent. You going, girl? It's consistent. And like, I was taught when I was a younger girl that the coffee beans are shiny, like, you know, it, like these other beans around town, they're that I get local, they're dusty and dirty and stuff. But these, like, coffee beans look like they're supposed to. Like, they're shiny. Look how that shine on those beans. They smell so good. Uh-oh. I dropped one. I don't want the dog to eat it. It's from San Francisco, a place in San Francisco. So there's a lot of people out there, they don't got no money in Taos. So I'm going to be like, you know what? I'm going to try and help show you guys the finer things. You know, all those people that said you don't deserve it. You know, all those people that say you can't be a part of our group. That's cool. Hey, what up, Tanya? How are you? Mom's right here. You want to say hi in a sec? You try this coffee, order it sometime. It's like $25, but for a pound. But it's a 16-ounce pound. You don't get 16-ounce pounds no more. You get 12-ounce pounds in the coffee world. Somebody liked my talk earlier and took it back. They reneged. I say to be honest, after I say that, I say they reneged. This is like, because I'm kind of on a detox. Coffee is my only thing I'm drinking. Well, water all is a given, but I'm not eating food. I got a gut to lose. This is half and half. It's Graffeo, Graffeo. It's out of San Mateo, San Francisco. I've been, not to this place, but the town where it's from. It's since 1935. Here's the phone number, San Francisco. I have a special place in my heart for San Francisco. First time I went there, I was 15 years old. I don't even know if I was supposed to go or not. I went with my friend Joyce. She was 19. Her family were Freemasons too. And we pull off the highway, and right off the interstate, there's a dude dead on the side of the road. I was like, welcome to San Francisco. It's cities. They'll chew you up. They'll spit you out. You know, you got to learn lessons. The guy, I have Asperger's. They said so in '87, so I don't think like everybody else. And there's this guy that we went to go see, Al Solsa. He worked at Tower Records in San Francisco, which back then, in 88, 89, that was kind of a big deal. And he was all punk rock and stuff. And I liked punk rock since I was a kid, because you can thrash around without getting in trouble for throwing a tantrum. I just don't think it's cool to freaking, I'm not into hurting everybody. I'm not into hurting people. And so, he was the guy that said you got to look people in the eyes, because I go by feel, so I'm looking all around them and judging, and I'm an INFJ, so we judge a lot. And I'm judging how they feel. I don't care how they look. It don't matter how they look. I go by how people feel, and people feel gross about themselves, they're gonna freaking feel gross about you. That's pretty much how it is every time in life. It don't matter how they look, but if they feel bad about who they are and they see somebody else that is a representation of who they want to be, or they have character traits, and you know they're just haters, they're jealous. It's because they see where the work has been put in and they didn't do it, and then they get mad about it, and then you're the problem. I've seen this stuff my whole entire life. I've always been the problem. Ever since I was a kid, I would go be around because I was this old soul, and I always liked to learn. As long as I can remember, in order for me to learn, I gotta watch. So I would go and hang out with the people that would, this old man Charlie. He wanted to make sure everybody had a bike. All the kids had a bike. Even if they couldn't afford it. He just wanted to make, and he had all these bikes, and then people would bring him bikes, and he'd make bikes out of other bikes, and and I've always been attracted to the support staff, to people that want to help take care of other people, and that's what I want to do. I don't want to do it on a big scale, because you don't need to help people on a big scale. You just need to help people, one person every day, on a scale that is measurable, that they will never forget. Because just sometimes a kind gesture is all people need. Somebody told me at this grocery store today, what a kind gesture you did. I said that's all we are to do, is to give gestures of kindness. A guy that works at the market, he's a Leo. his dear sweet beloved passed away. One of those couples, you know, that been married 40, 38, 40, you know, all the years of significance, and then she died, and so last time I went in, I bought some flowers and gave them to him, and he said that was such a. I said, I know men like flowers. You guys just don't want to act like you do. You guys got your feminine side. That's why you're so mad about it, because you don't get to enjoy flowers. You're supposed to be the men. They are, you know, these gender roles that have been shoved in our faces for all this time, they're dissolving along with the machismo of the United States of America. And I said, so how are you calibrating? And it stopped him when I said that. I stop people in their tracks when I speak. I straight up do. He thought about it. He said, that is the most perfect, that's the best way to describe it. I said, yes, your life was one way and now it's entirely different. That is a calibration. You are calibrating your new life. Look at all the people in the United States that have had to calibrate their lives. They had to learn how to adapt to live in a car because they can't afford rent anymore. They got to adapt to doing this and doing that. That is not comfortable. They got to go without showers because they're calibrating, because the United States has turned into toys. The Robin Williams movie. In case you don't know what I'm talking about, this movie. Biff is the general. We shouldn't have to adapt and overcome. We should provide and prosper. How's that? Instead of adapt and overcome, provide people with what they need so they can prosper. I'm changing the planet right now with my words. Provide and prosper. I gotta write that down. Provide and prosper. I gotta make a meme. I'm into memes now. I don't even need friends. I just meme it up. Provide and prosper. I don't know where a pin is. Hold on just a sec. Provide to how about I just even changed it even more? Provide to prosper. How about governments do that? Provide to prosper. Do you understand that's why they put these people in their positions? Because they are the withholders. And that is what they want the system to do, is to cause pain and suffering. Provide to prosper. They don't. They're not. They're not, Tanya. People just look at me and slow blink. They don't participate. Thank you. I appreciate that. Provide to prosper instead of adapt and overcome. We need to change this land. I don't want to see the military no more. I want to see people that take care of this land. And if the soil is bad, we need to take soil from places that are good and mix it with bad soil. We need to start doing cooperative things with different parts of this land. People get tripped up with borders, and then that puts a picture in their mind that my stuff is my stuff and your stuff is my stuff too. It needs to be different. Thanks. It's not going to be different unless I go out and I make people coffee, and then people will be like, what's this bitch doing? Oh, she's doing something and she's not even charging for it? Holy shit. Because everybody wants something for money, because that's how you sell your soul. And so that young girl, I was going to talk about Hayden, because I didn't know a lot about her. She was like so much 20 years younger than me or something, you know? But she's one of those girls that looks old, but she's in a tiny body. It creeps me the F out when big men like little girls. I don't care how old they are, because in the man's mind, they're always doing a child. I don't care what nobody's up. I bet if I said that to Bella Sloan, she would, oh, my coffee. She would agree with me too. It's creepy. Every time I see a big, especially if it's a big old dude and they got a tiny little young thing, bleh, bleh. Like, why? I don't know how the men have been women have been attracted to these things like as long as they have. Because they keep their mouths closed. Is that why? Because we're all the same thread of consciousness. That's why. At some point, everybody's had the same thoughts. I just say them out loud. And then people watch. Watch me talk. Okay. Alright, I wasn't going to talk a real long time because it's almost lunchtime. Or dinner time. Are you getting hungry? Want some noodles? We had bologna sandwiches for that's how, I think that's how they tell us, like, that's how we know who the aliens are. It's like, we're, the Nielsen, and I think the aliens, the interdimensionals, are the colonial ones. The one that take, not the one that share. Oh, and I found these new corn chips, too.
Oh, nice.
You can't get nothing in Taos for less than $5 per item now. But me and Mom don't eat much. We eat like enough for one person. But I found these. They're organic chili cheese corn chips. And then we cut our sandwiches up in little pieces and stuff too. I'm so grateful for Sid's, the grocery store in town. They're building a second location. That's where I get our drinking water, because I don't drink water out of any tap. I haven't years. I'm certain that's why people are going into so much like kidney failure and stuff like that. Because number one, people don't recognize that their skin is their their biggest organ in their body. They have no clue. They're like, oh, it's your heart, it's your lungs, it's your liver. No, it's your skin. Why don't you get to know what you are? Oh, you want to say hi, Mom? Wave. There's the mom wave. I missed it yesterday. My little cohort, I haven't been alone my whole life because there's times that she didn't talk to me and stuff. Because she was going through her own stuff. But you just have to respect her and just know that, I just made a decision a long time ago that pretty much, Ma, you can treat me shitty. You can do whatever you want. I understand, Ma. You came from a freaking orphanage. You have like a waiver in life. You don't know how. They don't have mom school in orphanages. And so, like, my brother was never very sympathetic to her. Like Jerry, you don't know that, like, she would call out in the middle of the night for staff to come get her to take her to the bathroom, and they wouldn't come. And so she would pee in her bed or poop and then have to sleep in it, Jerry. So that's why it's important to me that I take care of her, because the agencies that, the people that get paid, all the systems that are failing now have been failing since the 50s. They just haven't failed the general public. So they don't have to feel bad because they haven't had something taken. Now more of America every day people are having their houses taken in Hawaii, fires, floods. It's like, if you don't help give people security when you have so much, you will lose yours. That's why I make caramel. I freaking, I give these stickers and magnets. I put up magnets around town and then tell people, hey, go, if you want a magnet. People deny me all the time. I offer them to people. No, I don't want that. No, you don't want nothing from me because you ain't a good person, and you can tell that I am. Because I've been a good person my whole life. And I don't keep making the same mistakes. Just the fact that I am a sober, non-drinking person with my propensity to lush out, that oven by itself is a miracle. When so many people are face down into a bottle by 10 a.m. a lot of times now. I used to get up and start drinking at 7 because I could sometimes on the weekends when I was in the military on a Sunday, sometimes I could get drunk twice. I could get drunk real fast, and then I could pass out, take a nap, sleep it off, wake up, get drunk again. Then Sergeant Mattias, I was on the first act site for a little while. Or Sergeant, yeah, I was over there because we would do morning safety notes. And he was like, who has been drinking whiskey? And it was me. And I wasn't next to the dude. I was like, and I became, well, I was the last person to not get kicked out when I got a DUI. Everybody else in the aid shop after me, they got kicked out. So I was 2001, and then they're like, oh, we got to change our culture. Now we got to start cracking down on the people that they. And then like at Offit, you couldn't drive on base for 3 years, but then we got a new commander, and so it was only a year. And then yeah, I don't run. I'm not a runner. I have bad feet. I only ran when it was required, and that was before my surgery. And then at some point they quit testing me, I think. Like, I don't think, I wish I would have taken my file with me. I wish I would have taken because when I left, they let me take my Article 15. I put it in the garbage. I should have kept that too. Because that was like, it was like a slap on the hand when you're in the military. There's this guy that he was my sponsor when I got to Offit. A kid named Williams. Younger than me, but he outranked me because he had a different logo on his sleeve. Military's retarded. And so this kid, he ended up later killing a girl on the back of his motorcycle, like what happened to my sister. What we deploy. Yeah, they just want to kill. They just want to go. That's all. Why can't they go use that to put out fires? God damn it. Every fucking time. It's like every fucking time now. How many fucking times have I done that shit? How many fucking times? So fucking annoying. I hate doing the same thing over and over and over. I swear to God. I live the same fucking day. I live the same day. I've lived. How old am I? How long have I lived here now? I moved here in April. I don't want to be here this April. I don't want to be here year 3. I don't want to live here any fucking more. I want to live in a fucking place that has goddamn windows, that I don't have to freaking scoop shit water out of the shower, that isn't a piece of shit. I'm so tired of having to get by. Like people deserve better. I deserve better. I deserve better. I deserve to not live in a fucking shithole because that's all that the world wanted to offer to me at the time that I needed a place to live. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's just that's a symptom. That's a symptom. It's like I'm fed up. The whole planet's fed up. And then you have all these stupid, retarded, freaking holistic world. I knew this was going to happen. I've been talking about it for years. I said all these people are going to come into the knowing that they're a spiritual being having a human experience, and they're going to still be freaking Hogwarts kindergarten. I fucking know it. And they're still going to do their conferences in Sedona. That Adam Allen boss we did one down in Mexico. Who can afford to go to Mexico to listen to you talk, dude? Who can afford that? Because you're going to start seeing less and less people on this planet because they're just going to go away. You're not going to... Where's that bum that used to hold that sign? Where's that lady that used to yell? All these people are just going to go away because nobody sees them anyway. Nobody sees them anyway. And when people don't exist, are they really on planet Earth? Are invisible, and then we're talking to the quantum stuff, the interdimensional things. It's just a frequency. Tanya, did you see I got this? The scale of consciousness. Most people are down here. This is what you get. This is what the Taos hum comes from. This, and you hear it because people are so sad they gotta go out and ride their little motorcycles. People living in loops, or they gotta get on their little bike. They gotta do something so that they can just focus on that. Yeah, scale of consciousness. This is the Hawkins scale. Me and Mom, we're chilling up here. Whoop, whoop, whoop. This needs to be replaced with authenticity, because in my world, love is a lie. It's an action. It's not a word. It's not something you say. Come on, baby. I love you, baby. Did you see this? I haven't seen you in a while, Tanya. So. This is my ancestor, the white in me. The colonist, unrelated. Remember how I told you I was related to that Isaac Walton guy? Where is it? Hold on, I'm scrolling. That was a good ass catch. Almost broke my shit. Okay, so you know how I tell? This is what I used to look like in Oregon. Walton, W-A-L-T-O-N. Look, I had demons. You could see the demons in me. I was drinking. That was back when I was drinking. That's why I don't drink, because it lets me be like them. I give myself permission to do whatever I want, because don't you know who I am? That's why I can't stand those people, man. Walton, W, like whiskey, A, like apple, L, like Lima, T, like tango, O, like orangutan. In like Nancy. Yeah, that was me. I don't got demons no more, I don't think. I don't know. That was me. This was back in 2017. But look who I look like though. I look like this white man that wrote this book. But Mom's Spanish and native. I look like my sister Jessica too, when she wore makeup. I accidentally cut my hair, and so I just took it down. It was an accident, and now it goes down almost to my butt now. I trip people out when I wear my hair down now. They're like, "What?" You know? I'm like, yeah. This was me and Benny driving on the way out. Benny, I miss Benno. Is that Margie? Benny's still here in the spirit, Margie? Don't I hear him barking? I'll be outside and I'll be like, oh, Benny. Oh, I found this. This is me at my 8th grade graduation. Check out this drag show. Boo! That's why I feel like I can help people if they want to get rid of their demons. If they want to exercise their own demons. Look, I made this one. I can help them because I did it myself. Earth is an Etch-a-Sketch. Dude, I am not a pretty woman. I would have made a much better looking man. I mean, I'm cute. I have my moments. I still think I would have. They fucked with. That's what they do, is they make you different than what you were supposed to be, and then you're supposed to be mad about it for the rest of your life. I just do what I just do the best with what I got, you know? Like Mom taught me. Mom taught me a lot of lessons that people weren't afforded to be taught. Because Mom taught me what was important that she learned with not having parents to teach her. If that makes sense. It should, because it makes sense in my brain. And so I'm still looking for that. I made a Trojan horse meme with Biff when he did that. When he was a little bitch coward. They're all little bitch cowards. That's why they fly around on planes. They don't You know, they don't drive up in cars and knock on front doors. They drive around in planes and drop bombs. He's just a little bit. This was my grandma. This is me in basic training graduation 2000. She's the Eastern Star. She's the witch. With all of the privilege and all of the advantage. And this is the dude that wrote this book that I'm related to. See how he has demon eyes? Because he's one of them bloodline people. I'm one of them bloodline people. I'm just an Asperger's, and my brother, he fits the role and I wouldn't fit the role because I live from my heart and he don't have one because he was the Tin Man in the play. That one I didn't catch. So, yeah. The demons live in people. We're soul sacks, and if we don't keep our hearts and our spirits pure, we're liable to do whatever we want. But yeah, that kid that was I was gonna tell you about that Williams dude. He was my supervisor. He knew I was sober in AA. He knew I was sober in AA. He knew I was sober in AA, and then he got a DUI off. He got a DUI. Like, he ran from the cops. He tried to run from the cops. He got a DUI in town on the interstate. And then if you go through diversion, it won't be on your record. He did whatever he could to keep the base from knowing that he got a DUI on. He's like, you know, and he did a pretty good job for a while. And this kid went to AA. I took him to AA meetings because that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to help people. I took him to meetings, and then as soon as he was done with his year for his diversion, that he quit AA and he went back to doing what he was doing. You know, he just had to not do it for a year. That's all he had to do is not do it for a year. And then he went to, I believe, Korea after that. And then he went back to Montana, I think. And because that's why they send you to Korea, so they could melt your psyche the rest of the way, because you're drunk all the time. Because that's where they get people stuck in their drinking loops in South Korea. It's like a year vacation. Oh, I gotta go to South Korea. Oh, that just means your mother, your wife, you're the replacement for your mother that you chose to be your wife. They just have to deal with all the kids and everything here, you know. And he did. And then that guy later was trying to outrun the cops in Montana with a young girl on the back of his bike, and it was winter months. He was on a motorcycle. There was ice on the road, and homeboy freaking left the road, and old girl flew off the bike and never didn't live no more. So now I think he's sober, and like he found some broad to feel sorry for him, and then, like, you know, he got to heal himself by freaking procreating and having a kid that's all the worst and best parts of him. Yeah, so it's just the cycle continues, you know, because that's what they do. Broken people, that's what you do. You have fucking kids, bring kids onto this planet. I didn't bring no kids. This isn't my mess. All these parents out there, oh, I think my brother said that. Don't tell me how to raise my daughter. Don't, because I'm like, Jerry, I was a little girl. I know what little girls, you know, like, I was a little girl. I know about little girls. Don't tell me how to raise my daughter. And I'm just like, oh, okay. Oh, so she's never going to be her own person because she's the daughter of Jerome Allen Hesser. Oh, my goodness. What do you know? Wait till she turns 18, and then she meets Aunt Marge, and Aunt Marge tells her all the things, gets to try to help unprogram all the programming that her freaking blue pill eating dad did to her, and her mother too. This book is it's basically about how America is a psyop. About how to manipulate people. They say it's about fishing, but it's not. It's about people. That's the funny part about it. It's a tool of manipulation. My family wrote it. Just my niece, if she wants to. But if she doesn't, I can't. All I can do is try, and I have to wait another 8 years in order until I can reach out to her, because until she's 18, because her father designates that you can't talk to your Aunt Marge. Your Aunt Marge can't talk to you. This book was written in 16. It is published in Eugene, Oregon. It was first written in 16. I always forget the year. First published in 1653. He's written other books. He's like one of those, like those people that, like, the last president, that Lockwood dude. He's like one of them. And he's all about the word whimsy too. I hate reading, so I haven't. But there's like pictures in there, and I love art. I love art. And then today, I go to, thank you. They go, like, Taos, they just have they have signs with numbers on them, and then people go to these different houses with art in them, and that's how they spend their time. And that is unuseful. So I make fun of them like this. My mockery to them is this. Whenever I saw it, I was like, art, art, art. I don't want to be too loud. Art, 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 like a seal. It's this lady today says like, oh, I thought you lost your dog. I said, no, I'm just making fun of the artist over there. I said, all play and no work makes the Taos hum. And the lady was like, yes. She agreed with me. I think she's the same broad I keep running into all over the town. She's like me when I'm old. Like, I keep seeing me in different versions, you know. That's why you gotta be cool to people, because unless I already know, there's beings on this planet. It don't matter how sweet I am. It don't matter how nice I am. It don't matter how generous I am. They are wicked and have demons of it by themselves, and will try to use those to take my pretty smile off my face, and I ain't gonna let them. That's why they're mad, because they don't got no pretty smile. This dude tried to, I know what intimidation tactics are. They've been doing it my whole life. Men, grown-ass men, have been trying to freaking bully me my whole life, and then I just do it back to them, and they're like, hey! I got my meta glasses, so somebody starts mean mugging me. Why you gotta be so ugly? You got demons? Why do you got a pretty smile? It happened today at the grocery store. Look at this guy's face. Look at this guy. Because they feel bad about themselves, I feel their self-deprecation, because I know what it feels like. I used to have it when I was a drunk. Sometimes I'd wake up in the morning and be like, what the fuck did I do last night? It's called incomprehensible demoralization. And then I'd be like, have to put it together, and then like, I lost so many relationships, and I don't even know what I did to lose them. I honestly don't. I have blacked out. I have no memory of it. And I can't right the wrong of a behavior that I have no idea what I did. That's why I don't drink, because I'm a pig, and there's all these pigs out there that she's carrying a taser for me. Oh, that's horrible. That's a horrible deplorable. That's what I call them. That's a horrible deplorable. Someone that don't got value of life. They just want to put their hurt or their fear or their angst in them onto you, literally through an object, and that breaks and then cracks your skull. People are just mean. You're moving? I'm trying to find a place here in Taos. You can come on out and help us build what if it's what, Taos is the best place I ever lived, and I'm going to tell the baker that what I want to do, and as far as like getting people like-minded with me. Oh, okay, that's cool, you're golden. And then yeah, that's cool. I make candy. So I guess I don't know. I don't think that is. Here's the. Oh wait, where's the dude at the store? Look at this guy and how he's looking at me. Look at that. Isn't that wild? Like the way people, they go out of their like, I'm just like, I walked by and I was like, oh, because the guy gave me the chills because he's got demons. And it's written all over people's faces. I get a lot. Here's another one. I said, because I'm like, dude, look at these people. Their faces like literally look like those like me when I had demon face. I know what demons are. I used to have them. My necklace broke. But where's the guy on the bike? This guy was like on an electric bike. He was driving past me this way, and he got right in front of me, and he turned right at me and looked right at me. And I was just like, ugh. Ugh. I send people a lot of pictures. I mean, sometimes my eyes get glassy because of the cannabis butter. Look, my sticker made it to a boat in Washington. That's cool. Where is it? Oh my goodness. This was in Shasta Lake. It's the world's largest grindstone. My brother worked at that gas station. Right, it's just, they just look so ooga booga. That's the thing though. They're so, oh my gosh. I just like to say they just really let themselves go. They let themselves go. I'm trying to find the picture that I sent to her with this one dude. Hold on, I just lost my thread. There it is. I sent my friend a copy of that book. I said we could do a book study, but she gets stuck in her head worse than me. Yeah, exactly. Back to the grindstone. Back to the grindstone. Look at this meal I got the other day. That was pretty dope. It was almost like an In-N-Out burger. There's this new couple that in town that started a food truck, and I want to get. Oh, I wonder if they're open. Look, here's my sticker at the Sonic on a garbage can. Here's my sticker or a magnet. This is the flower shop because they have these. Are you getting hungry, Mom? Yeah? You want some pasta primavera? Does that sound good? I got these. Here. This is my new fixation. They're Snickers. Snickers. Tanya, if you do me a solid and email me again, or no, I can find your email. I'll respond to it because I want to send you stickers in Tennessee so you can sticker litter my stickers. And then what I do is then I go to the town and say, listen, I want to get people that have like a heart like me that wants to help take care of people, because people want to come to Taos. It's a beautiful place. Fall's coming. It's just as good as anything they got on the eastern seaboard, honestly. That they just don't want people to know about it because they don't want people to come here and stay here. So what I wanted, but the thing of it is you gotta send pictures to me, and you gotta be okay with social media. You know, like if you aren't, then tell me now, and then I'll just keep trying to find other people to do it. I sent a batch to Chicago and I haven't got no pictures yet, but I'm trying to spread Taos around the house, and the house meaning Turtle Island. So it's this whole initiative that I've been trying to grow since I came up with this and I was a 9-year-old girl that groups leave people out and I've always been left out. So I want to make a place where no one gets left out. Even if they're junkies and drunks, you just can't be like that. You just can't act like that. You can't act like that. You can't make it all about you all the time. Sometimes it has to be about other people's, you know? Sometimes you gotta, wipe other people's butts. I didn't have kids. Had no. If it wasn't for mom, I would not know what it would be like, what it's like, what it entails to care for another human being. Or if that's what we are, we're probably those alien people. So whatever. Those hybrids, and if you just think about it, if you ever had a shot and the government made it in the lab, you're a hybrid. And they've been putting lab-made shit into me since before me was me. Since I was pregnant in mom's womb, they were putting hormone blockers. It's the whole part of the whole MK Ultra bullshit now. And then after 8, I think they just, because they want to make a monster. They wanted to make me one of these people that gets so mad that they just go out and throw tantrums and take out the lives of others. And I have reverence for life because I'm a stay-at-home daughter. So I'm not going to break my brain by being all good over here and then having this dark side where I live this alter ego. The closest thing to an alter ego I have is Standing Turtle. That's me. And some lady on TikTok made mention that semen they look like parasites. They're little parasites under the thing. They're little parasites. So look, you be the judge. I have my t-shirts. Okay, so I found a bunch more too. So, and these are larges. Can you hold this, Mom? I just don't want to set it up. You don't have to pick it up. So these are the white ones. Straight people and they're embroidered real nice. So I want to find an embroidery machine on eBay and make my own. So they're white. Thanks, Mom. You're a good helper. Let go. You got it? Don't get your hand twisted up. And then I have them in black. These were at the dispensary here, but then the dumb bitch pissed me off, so I took my shit and went home. So wait, there's black. And then I got some in crew neck. I think this is a crew neck because I like crew neck, so there should be other people. So this is a medium. Tanya, what size do you wear? Black or white? Like the chessboard. I learned how to play chess when I was 3 years old. You like the V-neck? Medium? Medium or large? Medium right now. Okay. All right. No, that one's. We'll get in touch and I'll send it to you because I basically I'm a. That's cool. They're nice too. They're what kind of t-shirts? Port Company. Core Cotton. They're nice and it's tactilely. So when I stem, it's like a guitar. Like I calm myself down. Like I'm not gonna punch you in the face because I'm going, but near, and I know that you are just deliverance. I gotta laugh because people are so ugly, man. They're so ugly. May like to hear. Well, it's based on that. Okay, see this is how I always did the rainbow: yellow, orange, red, green, blue, purple, and then we have. Where is it? I see. One day I'm gonna have a place for everything. I swear. I have all these signs and stuff. Oh, here it is. This is how I look at everybody. Everybody I come across, we're just all, for every color there's an emotion tied to it. Or there's a memory that is tied to an emotion, okay? And then like, they think that black is bad, but black is all of the colors in a person. You can't be a full spectrum being in white, because white is absence of all the colors. So you have all these white colonial minded ideologies that don't have emotion. They're the stoicisms, they're the Machiavellians, they're the people that study and tell you you're stupid. Yeah, so more people are coming into their black because they're activating their heart. Their hearts are activating. They're waking up. They're remembering, especially like this. Taos is going to be affected in this last eclipse that happened in Spain because there's so many people in Taos that are Spanish and indigenous. So it's that bloodline. I've said this for years. When eclipses happen, whatever country they go over, if you have that country in you, you're going to be activated. So if I'm living the same way the colonists did, see you later. Have a rad day. Peace. I'm about done too. Mom's hungry. If you're still being the withholder, the world will teach you all the lessons that you will need to be taught, and vice versa. That's about